Hey guys, welcome to Coal. So Coal is a game about coal, that black ashy rock that powers our cars, our boats, our hopes, our dreams, and yes, even our spaceships. I'm writer-director Alan Wagner, and I'm here with our producer, Jennifer Mallett, lead tech Isaac Steele. Driving the game is our designer, Willie Hoffman. So let's jump right into it. Now, Coal is a 2D dark comedy coal shoveling simulator that we're developing for the Android and iPhone device. We're playing it on iPhone right now. So you can see here in this opening cinematic, you play as one of countless identical alien clones who've all been genetically engineered and created for one purpose, which is to shovel coal into the furnace that powers the SS spaceship, which you're trapped aboard. So here you can see we're just born, and after birth comes life. Isn't that right, Jennifer?
Yep, so welcome to life aboard the SS spaceship. We've just been dropped into the existence orientation seminar, where Larry the LearnBot is here to explain how to be the best possible coal slave. So we are going to make our way through this level along with our other newly cloned brothers and sisters. They're going to kind of guide us along the way, and he's going to explain how to live. So we can run back and forth using the arrow keys in the bottom left corner of the screen. You hold the phone Game Boy style if you're playing the game right. So good job, Willie. We're going to get some practice jumping now. So you can jump with your right thumb. If you swipe diagonally downward, you kind of launch yourself around like a slingshot. So we're going to get a bit of practice making our way through this level, but we want to skip ahead a bit so you guys don't have to watch that forever. But yeah, so Cole wandered around with all the other slaves and got some practice avoiding obstacles, jumping off walls, and so on. So now Larry is going to indoctrinate us with our proper way of being the best coal slaves. So explain the purpose of our existence. So coal is there just for the purpose of shoveling coal. Run over to the coal blocks, break them, carry it over to the furnace, drop it in, keep going. That keeps the ship running, and everyone's happy, obviously. So now they're going to explain how to use our different cool coal breaking powers. So Cole has a really neat spin attack. If he jumps in the air and swipes with your right thumb, you can do a cool smashing stuff thing. That's great for breaking coal blocks that are above your head. Our second ability is the dash attack. If you swipe with your thumb horizontally across the screen, you can dash forward really fast. That's great for breaking coal blocks that are directly in front of you, or crossing large distances quickly, or even dashing across gaps. And finally, Cole can do a butt pound attack. So if you jump in the air and tap with your thumb, then you smash to the ground quickly with your shovel. So now we're going to move on to the coal room and actually put those abilities to good use.
So this is the coal room. The camera pans around showing the coal blocks you'll be breaking to shovel the coal, carry it along the bottom, and bring it to the furnace, shovel it in, to give power to the SS spaceship. And now, let's jump into this cycle ourselves. So now, you move to the left, wait in line behind the other slaves until it's your turn, and once it is your turn, you'll jump across, break a coal block, shovel that coal, and carry it down to the hole to the bottom level. And now, along this bottom level, there's a few broken pipes that sometimes spew flames. Safety hazard, I know, but you're slaves, so whatever. And then you carry it over to the furnace, throw it in for some points, and then jump up and repeat the cycle over and over and over again. This is your life as a slave, and this is coal.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, I definitely hope you've enjoyed our presentation. We really set out with a modest goal this semester, just make a simple game about shoveling coal in space, and I'm really proud of what we've been able to accomplish. Again, I've been Alan Wagner. Well, okay, there's one small bug we weren't able to iron out. We do want to show it to you now so you don't run into it on the show floor and embarrass yourselves. So, Willie, let's show them the bug in the bottom left corner. So there's this sort of bent grate you see over here. If you do your dash attack into it, you can actually open it up and crawl inside and effectively escape your slave life and start exploring the rest of the massive and imaginative SS spaceship. Obviously, we do not intend for this to happen. We just built these levels to be in the background to give some atmosphere, but more to talk about this pretty disappointing bug is Jennifer.
So surprise, we actually made a kind of big game. You can go explore the entire SS spaceship, escape your horrible slave life. But we need to be careful in doing that because obviously other people haven't been super lucky in their escape. The slave drivers aren't really happy that they've cloned you and you've left. So we have a lot of new things we need to worry about. One thing is food, so we're no longer being fed by our benevolent overlords, and we need to wander around and try to find stuff. So we just got a piece of food, we're gonna eat it. Yum. As you wander through the ship, your health slowly declines, and you need to make sure you find enough supplies to keep going. You can find those randomly hidden throughout, enemies can drop them, and there's other ways of finding it too. Also, as you can see, we're not alone on the ship. Other people have escaped before and found ways to live. This is Jerry. So he lives in this section of the ship, lives off trash, and he's a little afraid of you. You know, he's never met you before. You're running after him with a shovel. I feel a little scared too. So as you can see, he has some cool acrobatic abilities. So we can kind of copy what he's doing. So if we jump against the wall and slash vertically, we can run up the wall just like he did. That allows us to do a lot of really cool acrobatic moves throughout levels and makes the game a lot more interesting. As you can see, you can kind of combo your way through that. So like run up the wall, jump off, run up the wall again, jump off. And we can do that too. And avoid dangerous things while we're at it. Another cool thing that Cole and Jerry both can do is they can ceiling run. So if you jump against the ceiling and do a dash attack, basically, you can just run across the ceiling. That's great for avoiding gaps and just being awesome. So we're gonna skip ahead now so you guys don't have to watch the whole Jerry chase, but you totally should check this out on the show floor because it's cool. But now I'm gonna let Isaac show you what happens when we meet up with him.
So we've been following Jerry all this way, and we've cornered him in his own room. He's still scared of us, and he panics, offers all of his food, but none of his water. Oh well, we'll worry about that later. So we go take the food out of his box, yummy, delicious food, piles of food, and what's this? Jerry had an agenda of his own, and he's dropped us into the ship's trash dump. Here is where the trash goes to be incinerated. Once you fall down here, you're immediately attacked by 2 slave drivers, which gives you opportunity to attack them back and combo between them. So you slash into a slave driver, you can jump off of one into another, slash that one, jump off, and then you're free to explore the rest of the trash dump. Moving ahead, we'll see more acrobatics of climbing up, and then we'll get to the ship's incinerator. Here, there's trash blocks falling from the ceiling into the fiery pit. And Cole can jump off these blocks, climb up them, and navigate over to a door that isn't really, says, hey, go away. I think we should go there.
What could be inside this very ominous, foreboding door? Hopefully something nice. So we can see when we walk in, inside is a very scary man. Our game has a wide array of scary men who are very excited to scare you. So we can see Willie has a choice right now of what he wants to do. He could start attacking this man, he could run away. Let's humor him and kind of converse with him since he is pointing a very pointy instrument at us. Why are we here? We're running low on health, so let's say we'd like some food. What makes you think I'll give you any food? Well, we don't want to antagonize him, and I am pretty cute, to be honest, so let's go with that. Yes, you're very cute. That doesn't mean we'll give you anything. Well, who's we? I said me. Doesn't mean me'll give you anything. Dad, it hurts in this can. Can I come out now? Not until the stranger is gone, Junior. Sounds nice, it's true. Okay, you can come out of the stranger can. So now we see the reason Father was so threatening is because he wanted to protect his adorable little son. And it's a good thing we didn't attack him when he was threatening us. So yeah, our game has a wide array. Our game has a lot of very cool characters. Our designers all came up with the ideas. I wrote the dialogue, and it's through talking to these characters that you'll learn about the backstory of the ship, and you learn that nobody really knows where the ship is going, who's in charge. You learn that the captain is believed to be at the top, so it's kind of your goal to travel upward, confront the captain, hopefully free all these slave guys. Now, if we were getting tired of the captain talking, and we just wanted to make him shut up his fat father mouth, we can very easily do that if we just whack him with our shovel. So now, because we picked a fight with this struggling single father, who only wants to provide for his adorable little child, and we've killed him now. So that's great, Willie. Let's just take his food since we're here. So in our game, you always have the choice whether to, outright murder these people and take the food, which you need to survive, or, talk with them, converse with them, become friends with them. Maybe they'll give you some food. You never know. And every character in our game treats you differently. Some will be aggressive, some will be nice, some may try to deceive you. So you never know what you're going to need to do when you meet these characters. How are you going to interact with them? And yeah. And I just wanted to say that in our game, you can choose to kill people and just take their food, but we've designed it to be more rich, fulfilling experience if you take the time to, get to know these people, much like life itself.
After we finish with Kleborg, however we wanted to proceed with that, we move on to the AC room, which is meant to keep the rest of the ship at a constant temperature. Otherwise, you'd have sections that are really hot and cold and whatnot. So you have a lot of cool puzzles that you can do through that. You have a lot of big, hot, moving pipes you have to avoid. You've got cool, bouncy, weird goop that you can do to get through levels. The stage has a lot of fans that you can launch yourself up into the air with. And we have a lot of cute stuff that you can find if you go up the beaten path. So the captain blows, birds cold, oh no, I'm starving. So if you explore, you're likely to find a lot of cool stuff in the game. So it's worth it to not just go straight ahead. So the AC room is full of a lot of different characters. Rick and Tom are having a feud. We welcome you to check that out on the show floor. But we also have a pair of nice old ladies who live there too. So this is Marie and Dinah. They live in the ship, and we have a really big variety of characters. Some of them are really nice, like these guys. Others are not as friendly all the time. But we're really grateful to our animators for really bringing life to all these different kinds of characters. So these guys give you a bit of advice on how to proceed, and tell you to move on to the engine room so you can deal with the drought problem and possibly move on to be able to confront the captain. So they have a really rad and exciting way to do that, which I'm going to let Isaac show what that cool path is.
So, moving on, we see that Cole is now surfing on his shovel, grinding his way through the coal. Now, you can jump into the air and perform some pretty neat tricks. And also, there are slave drivers here too, but you get to flip into them for point multipliers. Everything here, points. So many points. You can also pick up or miss the coal letters, and if you find all of them, you get a pretty sweet reward. Now, we want this area to be a different change of pace from the rest of the game, a place where the player can relax and just hang loose. And yeah.
So once you get down to the bottom of the coal chute you're surfing down, you run into this giant worm guy. A lot of the characters you run into, they'll say, there's a drought, there's something wrong in the plumbing room. They'll say they think it's the captain trying to weed out the escapees, but once you get down here, you'll see the problem has nothing to do with the captain, but this hella big giant worm, space worm, has wriggled his way into the ship and is pooping his slime everywhere, which is clogging the pipes. So it is your goal to unclog these pipes, restore water to everyone, and everyone will be glad. So we're not going to fight the whole worm right now. We want to save some surprises for you on the show floor. So yeah, in conclusion, we made this game because we feel like not a lot of games these days really feel personal. Not a lot of games these days really feel weird. Not a ton of games try to make you laugh and feel like a badass parkour action master and make you feel slightly uncomfortable all at the same moment. So this game has been my primary creative focus for the past year and a half, and for the past year, our entire team has been working incredibly hard on it. This is something we want to eventually release on the App Store and Google Play Store. The game is not finished. The game is not finished right now. About through half of the story we really wanted to tell, and the half that we do have does need a little more polish. Unfortunately, with all of Team Cole team graduating in 2 days, the future of Cole is a little uncertain. But if you'd like to be involved in the future of Cole in any capacity, please flag us down on the show floor. That's a conversation we'd love to have with you. And lastly, we just want to thank our mentor, Tracy Fullerton, for menteeing us so wisely. We want to thank our professors, Mike Zaida, Larry Malmed, Scott Easley for filling us with the wisdom we needed to make this game, and our TAs, Poen, Sherveen, Brooke, Balky. I think that's at least most of them. So, yeah, at this moment, if we could have Team Cole team come to the stage and take our photo. Thank you very much.